All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. Before we jump into this chart, I just want to go ahead and quickly announce to everyone, because this is something that I have been emphasizing, but a lot of new-time investors or first-time viewers are coming across the channel. And yes, you're looking for the chart analysis, but this is what happens in a lot of the videos, and you guys are leaving money on the table, guys. This second half of the video is where the money's at. I've done it endless times with Pendule Duo sitting at 124, ran up to 147 in just 5 days. Charge Point at $19, and in just a few days, it ran up to 32. And Skills at 14, 15, and then we talked about it again at 12. I wanted to emphasize it, and it ran up 19 plus, right? So we've done it countless times. Now, not every single time I talk about a stock towards the end of the video means that it's guaranteed to go up, but I share with you guys new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Yes, you're here for the chart analysis. I get it. I can't blame you. I understand you. If I was watching a video myself or watching one of my own videos, I'm just looking for the chart analysis. I only care about the stocks I'm invested in and move on. I get it. But in this channel, I make chart analysis out of gratitude, and I add on towards the second half of the video new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Now, not only do I talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list, but I also discuss, as you see on the screen, the ticker symbols I mention over in the morning over at the Discord, guys. Every single morning, I mention the stocks I'm watching, and if that's something that interests you, the link to the Discord is down below. Slots are filling up pretty quickly, and we have a community of 100 plus members already, all looking to learn and grow together. Smart, intelligent investors, all focusing on the same goal, to maximize profits and minimize losses. And if that's something that you're interested in and you want to become a part of, as you can see on the screen, the different opportunities that have presented themselves in the last several weeks, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into this chart and stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time right after this chart analysis to talk about the stocks I mentioned in the morning, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. Here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc., Ocgn stock. So Ocgn stock has started to have a pullback, okay? And we're getting closer to the offering price. And I've said it before, if this breaks through $10, it will start to show weakness, okay? The offering happened, it consolidated, and it took off. It hit a high here of $16 and some change, which was pretty phenomenal since I've started watching this stock way back here at this dip, and I talked about it all the month of April to watch it towards the end of the month. Hit a low here of 583, bounced up to 8, bounced up to 8, and then it continued to pull down, and at that $5 mark, it was starting to look weak, but it was in a point where it could have some strength, and then all these catalysts happened so fast. I mean, news after news article after news article, then obviously, the emergency use is in the works, and thank you guys that corrected me. And I saw, based off of different articles, saying that it was already submitted. Others are saying it's not. At the end of the day, we're still waiting for it to even happen, right? Whether it's in the process or not, that's probably the next catalyst we're waiting for it to actually even go through. Now, it's falling because of the fact that earnings is coming up. It's been postponed. Then others are saying it's not postponed, that it's going to happen. Supposedly it's tomorrow. I'm not sure. If anybody wants to correct me on that or confirm that, you're more than welcome to down below, because it's been a little bit confusing because we have May 7th here. Others are saying it's May 6th. Others are saying it was supposed to already happen, that it keeps getting pushed back. That's going to be a big deal for the stock overall. Now, if this offering comes into play and the previous offering that they had, because this offering that happened back here was pretty big as well. I'll never forget, I posted the video calling it the news before the news. No one was really aware of it, and they stated that they were going to share it at the shareholder meeting, and they certainly did, and I caught it about a week before that even came out. So that's another thing that put pressure on this stock falling, but the fact that it did fall and took off of all these catalysts, and then another offering happened in the middle, very interesting, but still had a nice momentum. Right now, the stock, obviously earnings is coming up. Is it really going to happen or not? Like I said, if you guys want to confirm that, you can. That's one catalyst pulling it down. The second thing is obviously an offering just happened and there's a lot more shares available. So the quicker that the shares start to sell, a lot of investors are also saying, you know what, let me take some off the table because this is the highest I've seen it since it hit the highs of $18. You got to think about that. There's also stockholders that were averaging down all this time, and once it brought itself back up, they decided to take some off the table. So you got to think about the history of this chart and how this played out. So that's why there's been a lot of volatility, some strength after the offering, but now we're getting close back to $10. So now we need to see, will it stay above it? Will it fall below it? And if it does, it could start to show weakness. It doesn't guarantee it because the bulls can always reappear and bring it back up. But there's some important things to watch, and there's no more news to have that catalyst, right? The same news has been used since the 21st, just being stated in different ways in every single article, and different, journalists are the ones posting it and reiterating it and writing it differently, that new investors were becoming aware of this news, which was old news since the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd, but they just kept using it and it kept pushing up the stock. Now there's no new news, and that's the most important thing. Now this stock really needs a catalyst to push it up even further back up to newer highs. So we need to watch this moving forward very vigilantly, and the closer it gets to $10, the more interesting, and we need to see if there's going to be strength or weakness. Okay, so what are we going to look for going into tomorrow based off today's price action? So the 50-day moving average is 1343. Anything below it is bearish, anything above it is bullish. Our support, which is the lowest point of the day, is 1105. Anything below that means that it's going to get more bearish, and we need to watch how it does between that support and the next support, which would be down here literally at $10, $9.99. So just think about $10 beyond this support, and you want to see if the bulls are trying to reappear within that area, or if the bears are tearing this one down even further away from the 50-day moving average. Now our resistance is the highest point before this fall, and it's slightly above the 50-day moving average, and that is 1365. 1365 needs to be broken through by the bulls to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and work its way deeper into bullish territory. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post, share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to smash the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel, and it lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. Let's discuss the ticker symbol I was watching this morning, how I reacted, and the ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add to your watch list moving forward. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that's been beaten down pretty bad after earnings, and it has to do with the sector of the chip shortages, and also it could benefit a little bit about obviously using their capacity of their chips for Bitcoin mining and stuff like that. And not only that, they've become a leader in the semiconductor companies and the sector overall. And this ticker symbol has analysis ratings upgrading it while it's going down, which I find very interesting. So this is definitely one you want to have on your watch list moving forward if you don't have it already. But before we do talk about this ticker symbol, I want you guys to see here today's home run. It actually gave slightly above 20% after hitting that low and then bouncing up, and it was a little bit after I mentioned it. It was CHMA. It had jumped this morning and it was sitting sideways because it confirmed it was having a merger that was going to be definitive, and it was an agreement that was being acquired. This company's being acquired by another one, and it was going to do an all stock combination, which was going to create some catalyst, right? And we were seeing it right at 398. That's the point I started watching it. And this stock right here, because I do want to be transparent, BHAT did not do much for us. This didn't really move at all in the upside since I mentioned it. And BLRX gave us our regular expectation of 5 to 10%, right? Gave us close to about 5 to 6% on the day on one of the dips and run. But this was the home run of the day, CHMA. And let's go ahead here and look at that chart. So I mentioned it a little bit early on. It was about to start the day, and it ran up a little bit, pulled back, and it was sitting close to 398 when I mentioned it. You could see it's kind of flat for the day after all its movement and volatility, because it's actually sitting at around 396 earlier this afternoon when I went ahead and did this screenshot. But this was the best entry here, close to 368. It dipped a little bit in the morning, and it was a little confusing. That's why some of these stocks, you have to watch them. You have to see how they're reacting in their weakness or strength. And it pulled back and it ran up the highest point, giving 21 to 22%, 20% plus on the day. And anything beyond 20% is a home run for the day. It pulled back again and it got close to those numbers again. So regardless, there was two chances there within that to give anywhere between 5 to 20% for the day. This was our home run of the day. And if this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. Let's talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. And this ticker symbol here has had a beat down, okay? And it is AMD, okay? Advanced Micro Devices Inc. Now, could this beat down continue? That's the big question. We need to watch it carefully. And something I'm noticing is some important supports here close to $74, $73. That's something I would watch carefully. It had a nice run after that beat down, came back up, came back down to 75 and ran up to 89. So it's been moving, right, in the last month and a half. Now towards earnings, it went ahead, it took itself up, and then now it just has collapsed. So it hit a low here of 77 and brought itself back up to 79. So it only jumped about $2 since the most recent low after earnings. But this stock has been beaten down for some time now, and $74, $73 are quite important. But this stock, what we want to look for really moving forward is either consolidating strength or a real pullback that actually pulls it down even further. Now, analysis ratings, as this has been going on, and even this pullback here, have been upgrading their whole entire analysis ratings overall. Like, people were saying $95 was one of them, just giving you guys an example of one of the analysis ratings upgrades, and they said 105. Someone else was saying like 92, and now they're saying 100. So there are boosts here, and there's more analysis ratings inclined to the buying side than the selling side, but these pressures are on right now. Then also the worries and fear and uncertainty with inflation, and this has to do with tech, and then also the chip shortages. So when all of this is combined, this is an opportunity to watch this stock like a hawk and strike for the best opportunities as they come, or if they are right before us. So do your research, do your due diligence, and look up more information on AMD so you can make a rational decision as an investor. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.